What's up with you? For today's video, we're in full Ash Ketchum Companion Pokemon team. Fortress Souls, this one is for you. A long time ago, I did a team very similar to this. However, we're going to be including all the main companions in one video. If you want your own custom theme team or Pokemon sweep, you can check it out at patreon.com/PipKnight. Link is in the description of the video. First battle here, this one is against Blockhead. Now, I've got 3 separate teams in this entire video with 3 battles, so I thought this would be pretty cool to include all the main individual Pokemon. There was a little spreadsheet at the start of the video there too, showing what teams I'll be doing. First Pokemon here is going to be Farlinx versus my Ralts. Now, on this team, we actually had all the main companions here. We had like 16 of them, so the Ralts and one other actually made up the numbers to make 3 teams of 6, if you can figure that out. So we got Farlinx leader. It's going to be going for a no retreat here. It's not going to be able to swap out. It's getting a boost in its stats. So this is actually a Trick Room Destiny Bond, Protect, and Dazzling Gleam Ralts here. I've got the Synchronized Items Focus Sash, and we got the EVs as Max Special Attack and Quiet Nature. I didn't bother to give it any more EVs than that because I figured it didn't really need, I didn't want it to have extra bulk because I wanted Destiny Bomb to work. It didn't have any physical moves, and I didn't want it to have any speed or anything like that, so I just gave it special stat. So that's going to be into the Farlinx. It was a Rock Smash Farlinx set on your Opinion channel. And next Pokemon is going to be some eggs here. Now, we do have a little team going on here, if you can guess what it is, or I can see what it is already. I'm just trying to figure out, like, what to exactly name it. Like I don't know. Anyway, someone can figure out a good name there. So we've got a Curse Execute here. It's going to be boosting its attack and its defense and dropping its speed. So it's like, okay, an interesting looking set here. Now it's going to be going for a Sunny Day. So as soon as I seen Sunny Day, I thought, well, I'd say it's probably got Harvest. That works really, really nice, with Sunny Day, right? So I'm going to go for a Dazzling Gleam here on the Execute, and its Berry's going to activate. I also got a critical hit there too. So it's going to be a Maranga Berry Execute. Now, this is actually pretty cool because if you got the Harvest going and the Sun, it'll harvest that berry over and over and over again. So the Curse, I can see what's going on now. The Curse is boosting the defense and the attack of the Execute. And the Maranga Berry is getting constantly activated when it gets hit by a special move here. So now it's going to go for my favorite healing move here and heal itself all the way back to full health. So I need to take this thing out very soon. I don't really want to swap at this stage because I may be able to take this out with a Destiny Bond if I'm lucky, right? So go for yet another Dazzling Gleam here. This thing's getting really, really tanky right now, and it's going to be eating a 3rd Maranga Berry. Now Execute's going to go for yet another Curse here. So like, okay, eventually it's going to have to attack me. I don't know what sort of attacking move it's got. I feel like it's going to be maybe a grass move, knowing what physical Execute's actually got and stuff like that. So it's going to be harvesting yet another berry there. When the sunlight is up to, it harvests a berry 100% of the time. When there's no sun, it is a 50-50. So still a reasonable chance, but definitely very handy when you've got the sunshine up. You can keep getting the berry over and over again. So that's going to be another Curse. Now we're going to set the Trick Room up here. That probably wasn't the... Oh, I still had like negative in speed, but after a couple of those curses there, the Execute is going to be able to outspeed me on the Trick Room there. I wasn't really sure whether this was 0 IVs in speed. I don't feel like it would have needed to be. Probably the 2 curses was enough to outspeed Ralts there. This doesn't have a lot of speed. That was actually 0 IVs in speed and Quiet Nature too, but I still got outsped, which was to be expected anyway. I've got this Rotom here, and Rotom is going to be for a Trick Room Iron Ball set. So we got the Trick Room Iron Ball, Protect, and Dank Pulse and Thunder. So I actually got rid of the Maranga Berry now, so it won't be able to harvest an Iron Ball. Imagine harvesting an Iron Ball. Guys, I'm harvesting this Iron Ball. You can just fling it and then harvest it over and over again. That'll be crazy. So anyway, we're going to swap the items around there, give that Iron Ball to those eggs, and it's going to keep spamming the Bullet Seed right here. That's okay, though. It's fine. Now, I believe that Rotom was a filler on this team, too. Like, Rotom was another filler, because that was actually technically a companion, too. But apart from these Pokemon, like Rotom and Ralts and one other Pokemon, all of them were main ones. I was just trying to get, like, a nice even number for the teams. So that's the end of Ralt and Rotom. Next Pokemon I'm going to swap in here because the coast is clear. No more Trick Room is going to be Togedemaru. Now, I can never say this name, right? Here it goes here, people. So it's Sophocles or Sophocles, is that? I'm not really sure how to say it, but I never actually was able to pronounce that name. I know that doesn't surprise anyone that's watching this video at all, but this is a pretty interesting name to say there. So I'm going to get that paralyzed, and we're going to try and get that Iron Head flinch spam. Now, I do resist the bullet seed from Execute, which is good there, so it's not going to do a lot of damage, and it's lost its sunlight and its item too, which is going to be very handy. This is going to be a Leftovers Iron Barb set. We've got max speed, max attack, and this is all about just generally annoying the opponent. So we've got Zing Zap, I've got Iron Head, so both their moves go hand in hand for flinching. I've got Nuzzle, and I've got Substitute as well, so you could potentially get a Nuzzle paralyzed there, put the sub up, hide behind that, and start spamming Zing Zap and Iron Head. And it works pretty well. It's got good speed and, pretty good type in there. Except that the opponent starts spamming ground moves, then you're in a little bit of trouble. So some more leftovers recovery for the Togedemaru. I finally took out a little bunch of eggs there. And the next Pokemon to come in here is going to be Dugtrio. So I can't swap out here either. And it's going to go for a Sandstorm. So, okay, it's got the Sandstorm going. I can still hit this really hard with Iron Head too, so it should be a 2-hit KO. In fact, it should be a 1-hit KO. So go for Iron Head on Dugtrio, and it just lives there. I'd say it probably would have had a Focus Sash. Maybe not, though, but I'd say it probably did. I'm going to get some more leftover recovery here. It's going to be a special Dugtrio, and look at that damage that it does to me. It definitely is max special attack. I want to say it could even be Modest Nature. I know that I'm 4 times weak to ground, but it is coming off Dugtrio's special attack and Mud Slap. Not exactly the most powerful moves out there. And the more I think about it now, this is probably going to be like a scummy Sandvale set. And we've got another Mud Slap there and another actually drop on my Togedemaru. I do manage to get the Iron Head off, and that's going to be the end of the Dugtrio there. So I've actually done a team similar to this before. A very, very long time ago, though. I could bring it back. I've actually been looking at redoing some of my old teams. I did some patches where I did them, but I'm actually going to spend some time and play a little bit to go over some of the older, more popular ones. So the next Pokemon is going to be Wishy-Washy. I understand. Actually, I'm going to ask people this. How many fish make up a Wishy-Washy? I mean, there's got to be someone out there that knows that question. So it's going to be going for an Earthquake here, and that's going to be the end of my Togedemaru, which sucks there. So I love Wishy-Washy. It's such a cool concept sort of Pokemon. Next Pokemon to come in here. We're going to get some Sandstorm damage on Wishy-Washy. It's going to be my Detonate, which is going to be for Bonnie. So we've got Recycle, Parabolic Charge, Grass Knot, and Dazzling Gleam. I've got Parabolic Charge there, and I'm just going to go ahead and go for that. Is it going to take it out in one shot? No, but it should give me some reasonable damage. So that, unfortunately, is going to activate Weakness Policy on Wishy-Washy. That's very, very bad. And now I can go for Earthquake. This is actually a max health, max special attack set with Cheat Pouch and Citrus Fruit. But, you can't activate a berry if you get one-shotted, right? That hit me right on the cheek. So bye-bye, Detonate. Only 2 Pokemon left. This is looking very, very bad. So that's going to be the end of the Sandstorm. I've got Pikachu on this team. Now, obviously, Pikachu's been you could say a traveling companion of Ash virtually the whole time. So this was sort of like the other, filler companion I had on this set. So all the other ones are main companions. So this is a Thunder, Iron Tail, Surf, and Agility set. I feel like I've run every single Pikachu set you could possibly ever imagine in your life. Its moves, Pikachu doesn't learn a lot of moves. It really doesn't for such a mascot Pokemon. This one is also a mix set. We've got this as Max Attack, Max Special Attack, and Naive Nature. Light Ball as the item and Static as the ability there. So go for Max Lightning on the Wishy-Washy. I have to take this Pokemon out. It's way, way too scary to be left swimming around. So bye-bye Wishy-Washy. Now, there is 2 more Pokemon left. I've got this Pikachu. I've got the Electric Terrain going. So things are going pretty good right now. I'm very, very happy about this. So now we've got no Dugtrio to come in either, which is good too. However, we do have a Zygarde. So I was like, okay, judging by the nickname and what this team is, I think I know exactly what sort of set this is going to be. So going for Iron Tail, impressive damage there, and I also didn't activate Zygarde's ability, which is good, but I know that it's going to activate if I don't, actually take it out. So it's going to be a special set. Go for the Focus Mist there. He did land on the big Pikachu. I'm going to go for Max Geyser now, coming off the Surf, and it almost took it out. It was very, very close there. Unfortunately now, it is going to rain, but Zygarde's, its ability is going to activate straight up this. Here comes another Focus Blast, and that is going to be the end of the Pika-P. I thought about doing G-Max Pikachu. It's like, nah, we'll do the Ash Hat one. That makes a little bit more sense considering what this is. So we got the Zygarde. It's going to go into its very powerful, perfect form there, and this is going to be very, very tanky too. It's going to get like another bar of health. I wonder if we will get another Pokemon actually like this. I still wonder if we're ever going to get Zygarde actually properly explained, you know? Like, we really haven't had much explanation about it. So we're going to go into Serene now, which is going to be for Mallow. I've got High Jump Kick, Acrobatics, Drop Kick, and Triple Axle. So I went for a Triple Axle, but it turned out to be a single axle, which is really bad. Now the Zygarde's going to go for a Focus Switch, which is going to miss. And I was like, wow, it's got Blunder Policy. So it's a Blunder Policy Zygarde. Very nice. Now it's going to outspeed me with a Sludge Wave here. I was like, uh-oh, this is bad. Sludge Wave hits me really, really hard, but I managed to live. And my own Weakness Policy is going to be activated here, which is very, very good. I was just worried whether I was actually going to, miss my moves or get a single axle again. Fortunately for me, even if I did get a single axle, that was enough to take out the Zygarde. Now, this is a Weakness Policy Leaf Guard set. I've got High Jump Kick, Acrobatics, Drop Kick, Triple Axle, Max Speed, Max Special, Max Speed, Max Stack, and Jolly Nature. Last Pokemon is Stack Attacker, and it's going to be a massive pile of Lego blocks. Now, I went for a High Jump Kick here. I was a little bit worried they might try and go for a Max Guard, but I was like, let's say I picked it, let's say if I predict that, right, I go for, Acrobatics or something like that. What if I make the wrong play? What if they attack me? So I decided to go for the High Jump Kick here, and my High Jump Kick is going to hit it square in the eye, and that is the end of Stack Attacker. Really, really cool TT there. Thank you for the battle of Blockhead, and we'll go on to battle number 2 there. Very, very interesting team. I really quite want to do a revamp of my old one because I did like a lot of the older Pokemon for that style of team. Okay, next battle this time is against Fortress Souls, and we have a very, very interesting battle here as well. He definitely wants to battle his Scene Team. So first Pokemon is going to be Hitmonlee, and it's called Hitmonknees. Now, I was thinking about this for a little bit. Looking at Hitmonlee, be real with me here. When you look at Hitmonlee's knees, it looks like biscuits are stacked up on top of each other. Look at that. Like, they're like little biscuits. Like, I don't know, like maybe there's some like cream in between them. They've glued them together, but it literally has no knees. That may be why it's called that. So it's going to be a double kicking Hitmonlee set against my Vulpix, which obviously is going to be Lily. Now, I'm just going to bring up this other team right here because I've got like 3 sets of teams for this. Okay, so we got a Sheer Cold Hail, Aurora Veil Foul Play set with Snowcloak and Everlight, Max Elf, Max Defense, and I also gave it Calm Nature. So this is quite a bulky set here. Unfortunately, this double kicking Hitmonlee managed to get around me, which really, really sucks there. So I was going to go for Sheer Cold at the start. I thought it's going to be more important to set up the Hail so I can get the Snowcloak. But I never got a miss there. It is what it is, right? So some more damage on the Hitmonlee, I guess, is better than nothing. We're going to go into Kawaii here, or Kawaii. I'm not really sure how to say this. Let's be real. So I've got this set as a Taunt, Shell Trap, Fire Spin, Explosion set. Rocky Helmet as the item and Shell Armor as the ability. And I've got Max Elf, Max Special Attack, Modest Nature. I really like the move Shell Trap here. So what you want to do is you want to trap the opponent with Fire Spin. You got to know that I've got a physical move, right? So then you can trap him in and fire off the Shell Trap. Does a lot of damage too. And I've also got Explosion there too and Taunt. So Taunt to make the opponent attack you. And let's say things go south, which I do quite a lot, you just go for the Explosion and you got that nice little bit of damage. So we got a double kicking Hitmonlee here, which is not really doing a lot of damage. And Rocky Helmet and the Hail and Fire Spin is actually sort of racking up against it. So even though I couldn't get my Shell Trap off at the moment, it was actually working out fairly well for me. I was sort of like wondering what other moves this actually had too. So the Hitmonlee is going to be eating a berry. I don't know where Hitmonlee's mouth is. I asked people this a couple of weeks ago. Someone was saying its mouth was like inside of its feet or something like that, or it somehow has like, it pulls down this like little cloak or little sheet, its mouth is inside there. I'm not really sure. So go for a Shell Trap here, hoping for a physical move. Here comes a Metronome Hitmonlee. What's it going to use, people? What is it going to use? It's going to use Simple Beam, so it didn't even use a physical attacking move. That is actually going to give... If you think about this, if I was running a Shell Smash Turtonator and that happened, I would have got a simple Shell Smash. That would have been crazy. But we weren't running a Shell Smash there. Just a little sort of funny thought there. So some more Fire Spin damage here. Hitmonlee's either going to go for a double kick or it's going to go for another Metronome here. I just went for Shell Trap again. And now it's going to go for Thief. That's going to be a physical attack. And it's going to steal my Rocky Helmet. I'm very sad about that. I want my little rock back. However, Shell Trap is going to activate on like 1 health. And that is going to be the end of the Hitmonlee. So like a full out trolling set there. Now, the next Pokemon to go into the field is going to be a Graplock, and it's called Stream Sniper. I don't know why it's called that for. I'm really not sure. So it's going to wrap its tentacles around me, Probably I shouldn't have said that. And I just went for explosion here because I'm like, there's no way I'm going to probably be able to get, like, you know, an attacking move off with Shell Trap. They know what sort of set this is. Let's just go boom, get some damage, and get out of this situation. So that's some good damage here on the Grapploct. And now I can bring in another Pokemon. So you can see Grapploct is definitely a bulky set. It's got them leftovers too. It's got those little sea animals attached to its tentacles and stuff. You know, it's eaten a couple. We're going to bring in Sylveon as Serena right now. We've got Retaliate, Pixelate, Retaliate, Quick Attack, Iron Tail, and Double Kick. This is a Pixie Plate Pixelate set. We've got Max Health and Max Attack. So go for Retaliate, and that is going to be the end of the Stream Sniper. They got caught out. People were roasting them in the chat, all that sort of stuff. Now, the next Pokemon is this Hitmonchan? Oh, Hitmonchan. Oh, I got a good story for you. One time I was playing rugby, right? He's throwing the ball and stuff, right? And I actually did hit someone's chin with my elbow, and I broke their jaw and their nose at the same time. I don't know how I did it. I just went boop with my elbow and it happened. Of course, it wasn't on purpose or anything like that, but man, they were just like, it was just like a KO, you know what I mean? So anyway, Hitmonchan is going to go down to a double quick attack. It was like the battle of priority there. Next Pokemon is Topless. Okay, it's Machamp, fun. And Topless. Now I'm going to go for a quick attack here. That did good quality damage there. I'm really happy about that. It's going to be a Hyper Beaming Machamp here, which is, very, very powerful. And that's going to be the end of my Sylveon. So bye-bye, Sylveon. A solid performance there getting off those quick attacks. Now, I've got 3 more Pokemon now. I thought, okay, I've got the perfect Pokemon to swap into this. We're going to go into Stunfisk, which is for Silent or Silent. And I've got Stompy Tantrum, Fissure, Spark, and Bounce. Now, this is a too good an opportunity to miss here. I know that it's possibly a no-guard Machamp, so it's going to go into the center of the planet. So bye-bye, Machamp. That was very good. I very much enjoyed doing that. Next Pokemon is going to be the Mienshao. Limpidix. Like, what are these are troll names. And it's going to be a Dynamax Mienshao. Now, this Stunfisk, the EVs, it was a Assault Vest set. We got Static as the ability. And we've got Max Health and Max Defense with the Impish nature. So it's extraordinary bulky. Like, Stunfisk is like kind of like underrated in its bulk, in my opinion. So it's going to go for a Max Overgrowth. Max Overgrowth. Wow, that's coming from Grass Knot. So it's a special Meowth. That's the only grass move I can think that it actually knows. Maybe Energy Ball, but I feel like it's only Grass Knot there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but my Pokemon meme knowledge tells me it is only Grass Knot. So Stunfisk is going to fly for the first time in its life, and it's going to hide and hopefully get a nice little bit of damage with Bounce, maybe a Paralyze. However, Mienshao going to go for that Max Guard there, and Stunfisk is going to hit the big old shield there. So now I'm going to have to get hit by a grass move with the grassy terrain down there. So this is going to do, like, a fair bit of damage. Will it take Stunfisk out? The thing here, right, is that Assault Vest definitely saved me from fainting. So that was an excellent thing. Go for the Stomping Tantrum, and I got pretty good damage on Mienshao there. It is going to be able to take my Stunfisk out the next turn there. So some healing all around there for Stunfisk and Mienshao, and that is also the end of the Dynamax there, which is good. Now, I've yet to Dynamax my Pokemon, so I still got that up my sleeve. Now it's going to go for a Aura Sphere here. That is going to be enough to take out my Stunfisk. I mean, that would have been pretty close. Like, Mienshao's special attack really isn't the greatest in the world then. So some more recovery there for a little Mienshao. We're going to go into Lana now. So we got that as Primarina. We got Hydro Cannon, Misty Explosion, Blizzard, and Flip Turn. Now, I thought about this and realized, like, you know what? I'm just going to go boom here. Let's get rid of the Mienshao. It's going to hit me hard, right? I'm very scared of that grass type. So go for Misty Explosion. Bye-bye, Mienshao. It's lights out for Limp Digits, and that is the end of Primarina too. So I've got the EV Spreaders. Actually, no, this is a Choice Scarf Primarina, and it was still really, really slow. I had Timid Nature, Choice Scarf, Liquid Voice, and Max Special Attack, Max Speed. Trust me when I say it was still really, really slow. Last Pokemon is going to be Hitmontop. I've got Magnezone as Clement, and I haven't actually Dynamax yet. We've got Steel Beam, Thunder, Gravity, and Rain Dance. I mean, Hitmontop doesn't understand the gravity of the situation. Now, we've got the EV Spreaders, Max Health, Max Special Attack, Magnet Pull is the ability, and the item is going to be Everlife. Normally, I wouldn't Dynamax this because I wanted to make use of Gravity and Rain Dance. Like, I'd sort of, like, save that for another. But in this case, I didn't really have much of a choice here. I wasn't sure what Hitmontop was going to do either. So what I'm going to do here is outspeed the Hitmontop, which is good. I was actually a little bit surprised I outsped it, and I got excellent damage here, almost taking out Hitmontop. Hitmontop's got very good special defense here as well. So now Hitmontop's going to go for a dig underneath the ground. Like, yeah, there's no way I'm not getting critted. I'm not getting one-shotted by a dig Hitmontop. That's not happening. I'm going for the max card here. No way that trolling stuff is going to happen to me. People will roast me in the comments. So I'm going to go for a max lightning here, and that is going to finish off the Hitmontop. I think what they're trying to do is to outspeed me and be burrowed underground. My first attack would have missed. Then they would have got another attack, and then I would have missed again. They actually they would have stalled out my Dynamax there, so it was a good thing that I actually managed to outspeed that. So bye-bye Hitmontop, and thank you for Dressels for the battle, man. A really cool, interesting team. There's some pretty funny nicknames too. Let's get on to the third and final battle here. This is a battle against Skylar, and I believe we also have a theme team here as well. I'm not sure if that last team was just like trolling nicknames or it was actually a team. I really don't know. So the first Pokemon is going to be, there's another Machamp here. So 2 Machamps, and this one is going to be shiny. However, it's got that nice green color there. That works, definitely doesn't work on Dragonite. So we've got Starmie as Misty, of course. We've got a physical Starmie. We've got Avalanche. Actually, let me bring up my movesets here on my other screen, because I can't remember them quite off by heart. We've got Avalanche, Waterfall, Psycho Cut, Trick with a lagging tail. Very nice set, and this is an analytics set too, so I want to go last. I want to get them big boosts out of Avalanche, Waterfall, Psycho Cut. I've got Max Health and Max Attack, Brave Nature. So in comes a Scizor. Scizor is going to go for a Toxic. So like, okay, that's an interesting set. I'm going to go for Trick here, and I was like, I wonder what sort of item this Scizor actually has. I'm sure I'll appreciate getting a Onix's tail. So I got a Utility Umbrella. Now, I did notice that Machamp was called something Sunny or something like that. So, like, maybe this team has something to do with weather. I really don't know. So I went for a Waterfall there, and now Scizor is going to go for a Sand Tomb. So my Starmie is actually trapped into this. So I can sort of see what sort of set this Scizor is. So it's got Toxic, it's got Sand Tomb. I'd say it's probably got Roost as well to heal off, and, some other, sort of like support move, I guess. So I'm just going to try and get as much damage off this thing as I can. It's also called, I thought it might be like Weakness Policy because it's called like Ember Bait or something like that. So I don't know, but now I can see that it's probably not. So it's going to go for Roost there like I sort of thought it would. Once again, I can't swap out of this matchup either. It'd be good if I had like a, I don't know, Flip Turn or something like that. So some more damage there. This is going to be my very, very last time with Starmie. Now the Scizor swaps out, and we've got Lettuce coming in, and Lettuce is going to be Tangler. Now, Lettuce is like $10 at the moment in the shopping, so I went in there yesterday. I was very, 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 very sad about that. So I went in there and I bought some spinach leaves instead, all right? Like, it's literally like a quarter of the price. Like, even less than a quarter. Like, it's almost like $1 or $2 a bag. So that's going to be the end of Starmie right there. And we're going to go into Dawn, which is going to be Baneri. So this is a fake out, last resort, Thunder Wave, Teeter Dance set. So what you're going to do, you're going to clap them Lettuce cheeks first, get that first set of damage off there. Obviously, this is going to be an Everlighted Tangler. You can see that by the damage. I already did that. Secondly, we're going to go for a Thunder Wave here to get that Paralyzed happening. Hopefully, get a Paralyzed. If not, hope you don't live the next attack. It's going to be a Rock Smash Tangler. Wow, that's Rock Smash used in 2 battles there. So now we're going to go for a little spin there with a little Teeter Dance. We've got the Parafusion going, and the final move I'm going to use is Last Resort. I've got the EV spread on this as Max Attack, Adamant Nature for some more base power. I've also got Max Speed, and the item is going to be Everlight. The ability is going to be Limber. Limber is pretty handy getting around those paralysis. So looking at the Last Resort there, that did nothing to Tangler. So this is very, very bulky, and that is going to be the end of my Dawn in one more hit there. I did live on 17 health, so go for a second Last Resort here on the Tangler, and that was just enough to take out the Lettuce Leaf there. Actually, wait, this is I know what sort of team this is. I just figured it out. Why did it take me so long? People roast me about this. What is this team, people? So now the Scizor's going to come out here, and it's going to have another little dancing fest off here with the Baneri. So it's going to get that confusion. Now, I can't do a lot here with Last Resort because it's not going to be very effective. So I thought putting a confusion on there was going to be better, right? It's going to go for a Sand Tube, and that is going to be the end of the Baneri. But it did its job there. It got rid of the little green lettuce. We're going to go into May now, which is going to be Blaziken. So this is a special Blaziken. The set is as follows. We got Sunny Day, Fire Blast, Solar Beam, and Focus Mist. Ability is going to be Speed Boost, and the item is going to be Heat Rock. We got Modest Nature and Max Special Attack and Max Speed. So not a bad special attacking Blaziken set. Scizor is going to get absolutely torched here. You know what? I'm going to use Ember on... Watch this. I'm going to use Ember on Scizor right here. I mean, it is Fire Blast, so it's probably a little bit more powerful than Ember, but you get the drill. So go for the Fire Blast there, and so I don't know why Scizor didn't live that. You know, it should have lived that. It's so bulky against fire moves. So bye-bye, Scizor. That was a very interesting set. So I think it was something to do with weather for sure, like maybe with Machamp or something. I don't really know. So next Pokemon is going to be, I like that nickname, Modest, like Oddish, but Modest. And it's actually going to have a Fire Mist. And Moonblast is going to be Oddish's attacking move here. Moonblast is a solid 2-hit KO on my Blaziken. Now, if I can land one Fire Blast on this Oddish, this will easily take it out there. That my opponent will need additional Pokemon after that, if you know what I'm saying. So it's going to be Dynamax Oddish here. I got a nasty feeling I might have Focus Sash, but I was like, maybe it won't because it's, it's Dynamax there. But we shall see. So if it does go for Moonblast, this will come off Max Starfall there. So it'll be a little bit more powerful than the Moonblast, he did actually earlier on. So here comes the Fire Blast on the Oddish, and as I suspected, he did have a Focus Sash as the item there. So now Oddish is going to fire off a Max Starfall. We already know it's coming off Moonblast there, and that is going to do a lot of damage to Blaziken, but I do live on 9 health, which is very, very lucky there to actually live that one. So the Misty Terrain is now on the field here. I wish I had my Starmie on the field. I could say then, the Misty Terrain is on the field. You know what I'm saying? That was a very bad joke. So I'm going to get some more speed boost there. And now the Oddish is going to go for the Max Guard. I actually went for a Solar Beam here because the sun is up there. And I can just go for Solar Beam right away for a nice little bit of disrespect. But Oddish, I guess they're going to try and stall out my Fire Blast a little bit because I've only got 8 of those. So another speed boost, another useless speed boost, and we're going to finish that Oddish off with a Solar Beam here, which is very nice. So I've also got 8 turns of Sun too with that Heat Rock, so I guess that was another reason to go for Max Guard. So bye-bye Oddish. I got a crit there. You know what? If I didn't get that critical hit on Solar Beam, that, Oddish may have lived, So bye-bye Oddish. Now we've got this Machamp left and 2 other Pokemon. Of course I'm going to get like speed boost number 69 then. Next Pokemon is going to be Sun. Wait, no, it's got the sun. Maybe this has something to do with the sun. I'm not really sure. So now I'm going to go for a Fire Blast here. I knew this wouldn't take out Machamp. It did a lot of damage there, right? And now it's going to have Fire Blast. That's why it's called Sunny Champ. I see. So bye-bye Blaziken. So this is another rare opportunity for trolling. I'm going to go into Haxorus, which also has Guillotine. Wow, this is awesome. I got to one-shot 2 no-guard Machamps in one single video. So we got Guillotine here, people. I can't help myself. I got to go for that. And now Machamp is going to get chopped. And that is the end of that. I hope when they do Generation 9, they really revamp the one-hit KO moves into cool animations. Because that Guillotine looks really, really cool. Just awesome. I don't mind Fissure either. But it'd be cool if they drastically change it. Maybe a big, what do you call those things? The big blade drops from the sky on them or something like that. I don't know, maybe the same sort of animation. You know how, not Appleton, Flapple uses an apple. It's special apple move. You could actually have that, but the blade, that sort of camera angle and animation, and the big blade drops down. That'll look really, really cool. Just a little suggestion there, Game Freak. Feel free to, use that. You don't need to credit me. So we got a Hyper Beaming Pokemon here, and it's going to be dodging all my Guillotines over and over again. I thought about going for rest there, but I was pretty confident I was actually going to be able to land it, after taking out that Machamp, but unfortunately it's going to keep spamming High Beam and take out my Haxorus there. It's all good though. I do have 2 other Pokemon left there. So bye-bye Haxorus. At least we took out the Machamp, and that was very, very important. Now we're going to go into Tracy, which of course is Scyther. We've got Bug Buzz, Endure, Air Slash, and Vacuum Wave there. Actually, speaking of vacuum, I need to do a bit of vacuum. My rooms are very dusty and such. So we're going to go for some Air Slashes here, and leave it all to me. That's a fire-ass name. So that's going to be the end of the Fourmantis there. So Lurantis is not Fourmantis, so it looks like it's got pajamas on there. Next Pokemon is going to be Kaboom-Bottoms. That's an awesome name. That could be my favorite name on this team so far. So we have a Vacuum Wave there. It did solid performance and damage there. Rock Slide is going to miss. I was like, sweet. Let's go for another Bug Buzz here. Sorry, my first Bug Buzz. Get that Throat Spray happening. And then I'll go for Vacuum Wave and see if I can vacuum up the the bottom. So this is going to be a max speed, max special attack set with Modest Nature. Swarm is the ability and Endure Swarm combination. However, unfortunately, Rockslide is going to take the bug out in one shot there. I did my best, people. We're going to go into our final Pokemon, which is going to be Brock as Onix, a Steelix, and we got this is another one-hit KO set. So I was like, well, I've got Fissure, Stomping Tantrum, Smackdown, and Substitute. If Stomping Tantrum doesn't take this out, if it lives for some reason, I'm going to get hit by a Water-type move. So I have to Desperation Dynamax right now. It's okay. You can roast me in the comment sections. Here we go, people. What I was thinking, right, I'm going to go for Dynamax Fissure and take out the Kabutops. I'm sure people have guessed what this team is already. Like, I'm sure they have, surely. You only had to probably watch my channel for like a little bit of time. Even if you didn't, you probably could still pick up. So here comes a Razor Shell. Razor Shell actually drops Steelix's defense. So the next hit, would have done like an enormous amount of damage. I'm going to open my big old mouth there, go for the Fissure, and that is going to take Kabutops out in one shot. And that, my friends, is the end of the third Ash Companion team. I really hope you enjoyed this. It was a really fun team to do. And I'll catch you tomorrow for another video. Peace out, people.